Imagine two different cultures coming together, bringing their traditions, languages, and ways of life into something new. That's what happened in the 1600s and early 1700s, when Indigenous peoples and European settlers formed relationships that led to the creation of the Métis people. The Métis played an important role in what would eventually become Canada, especially in the Great Lakes and Mattawa regions, where fur trading and cultural blending helped shape their identity. When European fur traders and explorers arrived, they relied on Indigenous peoples for survival. The land was vast, with dense forests, wild rivers, and harsh winters. Indigenous nations like the Anishinaabe, Cree, and Algonquin knew the land well and became guides, interpreters, and trading partners for the newcomers. The fur trade grew quickly, and as Indigenous and French traders worked together, they formed close relationships, sometimes leading to marriage. Many French fur traders married Indigenous women, often from the Cree, Ojibwe, or Algonquin nations. These marriages weren't just about family, they were also important for trade and alliances. Indigenous women brought valuable survival skills, such as knowledge of hunting, trapping, and navigating the land. They also acted as interpreters, helping French traders communicate with different Indigenous nations. As these families grew, a new culture began to form, one that combined European and Indigenous traditions. The children of these unions became the Métis. They spoke Michif, a language that blended French and Indigenous languages. They wore clothing influenced by both cultures, such as beaded moccasins and woven sashes called ceintures fléchées. Métis communities developed a unique way of life. Many became fur traders, voyageurs, and skilled hunters, traveling along the rivers and trade routes of the Great Lakes and Mattawa regions. They also developed their own traditions, including music, dance, and storytelling, which blended both Indigenous and European influences. Over time, the Métis became an important part of the fur trade economy. They acted as middlemen between European traders and Indigenous trappers, helping to expand trade networks across the continent. However, as more European settlers arrived, the Métis faced growing challenges, including conflicts over land and rights. The Métis people still exist today, with a strong cultural identity and a deep connection to their heritage, traditions, and history. Their story is one of adaptation, resilience, and cultural blending, showing how different groups came together to create something entirely new in what would eventually become Canada.